Hello all, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany and I'm so excited to be here with you again. Hopefully you've seen my previous video, which is my surgery vlog. I do a little bit of my pre-op diet, a little bit of me in the hospital, and then my post-op appointment. So if you haven't, I'll put a card so that you can go watch it, and it'll also be in the link in the description. So a little bit about myself, for people that are new here. So I'm 26 years old, and I have decided to have VSG. So right now I am currently 5 weeks and a couple of days post-op, and I posted on my Instagram, and I'll put them on the screen and also in the description, because I'm on Instagram almost every day. And I asked some questions. So I have a couple of questions here that I wanted to answer for my 1 month post-op. You know what? Let me start off with my stats, and I'll try and insert some pictures. So my highest weight was 274. I started this process back in July. I think I was a little bit heavier, but I was looking through my notes on the doctor's app, and I saw 274, so I just kind of went with that number. When I started my pre-liquid diet, I was 265, and then day of surgery I was 252. So that's just to give you some background of everything. I am currently 232 pounds. But let's get into the questions. So why did I get the surgery? Like, long story short, I needed help. I've been overweight all my life, ever since I was little, and I've just never been able to lose weight successfully and keep it off. Like, that's always been a struggle for me. So desperate times calls for desperate measures, and here I am. I don't regret it, and it's been going pretty well. Also, I have a 3-year-old daughter, and I need to be healthy for her and model what healthy looks like or feels like, and just embody it all. And then I also have been struggling with high blood pressure ever since like the age of 20. So on and off medication, trying to get it together. God willing, I'll be completely off of medication. My blood pressures have been good. If you guys want a video on that alone, let me know in the comments. But all in all, I needed help. I wanted to change, and this seemed like the best decision. So what was the process like leading up to surgery? So like I said, I started the process back in July. I was required to do a monthly weigh-in for 6 months, and then I also had to get I had to get cleared by different specialties. So I had to go to the cardiologist, the gastroenterologist. Don't quote me if I'm saying that correctly. I had to go to the pulmonologist, a psychiatrist. Basically everything that you could go through had to go through. I had to get an endoscopy, x-ray, blood work, all of those things, to make sure that not only was I qualified for it, but I was healthy. You also have to have a BMI over a certain number. I'm not sure, but clearly I was over that number. And that's pretty much it. My doctor did not require me to lose weight. However, he did say that I cannot gain weight during the process, and I did gain like 2 pounds early on, and he pretty much brought the hammer down. He was like, if you gain weight, we're not doing the surgery. So I kind of hunkered down, started changing my ways to kind of balance out and like stay where I was. So what does your support system look like? So as far as needing support, I really just needed support for my daughter. Like, I was just gonna figure it out. I always do. So my mother-in-law helped for like 2 days, I think, or 3 days. And then my husband helped as much as he could after work, but pretty much both me and my daughter were off for a break from school. So, I mean, mothers, you know how it is. Like, we just have to kind of kick into overdrive and do what we have to do. But as far as emotional support, everybody has been pretty much supportive of it, and happy for me going through this process. So, what is your goal weight? My goal weight, I don't know. And I asked my doctor, I'm like, what is your goal weight for me? I mean, he said it's like up to me. I'm like, well, what is like a healthy like weight for my height and stuff? I think he said something about 160, but I'm not sure. But he was like I'll be content if you get to 180. I think short-term goal for me is to get to Wonderland. I would love to be in the 100s by the end of summer. I'm currently 232. Once I get in the 220s, I'm gonna be doing a countdown, ready to go to Wonderland. So that's it for now. And then how have you been able to cut out juice and soda? So, it wasn't completely hard because I started making these changes gradually as I was going through the 6 months. I was never a big soda fan. I was never a big soda drinker to begin with. I just had it here and there, ginger ale for when I felt sick, like, you know, but it's like I wasn't doing Diet Pepsi every single day or whatever. So that wasn't hard. And then juice, I found alternatives like sugar-free juice. Minute Maid has like a really good sugar-free juice that I drank. And yeah, so it hasn't been hard. They have these squeezy things and it tastes just like juice. So that hasn't been an issue. And then how are you able to handle the discipline with everyone eating crazy around you? So, well, now that I'm 5 weeks, I can have soft foods. So I pretty much have, I wouldn't say whatever. I choose healthier options, but I pretty much eat now. Now, when I was on the pre-liquid diet and then the post-liquid diet, that's when I struggled a lot. The pre-liquid diet, I would have a little bit here and there, but post-op, it's like you can't. You literally just got your stomach taken out. You have to take it seriously. So, it was a struggle for a little bit because at that point, I had been drinking only liquids for like 3 weeks. By the end, it had been a whole month. So, I think that was difficult, but obviously I still had to cook for my family. But all I did was just wait for the next stage. I just kept hope. I'm like, this is all gonna be done soon. I'll be able to eat food. So I just need to like kind of like wait it out. Like, I'm into the thick of it. It's gonna end soon. That's literally all you could do. And then the last question was, how do I feel? Like, do I feel different? So I feel more energized, and I don't know, I just feel good because I can notice, like I notice a little bit of a difference in my body, like just certain things, like I notice a difference as far as like when I'm looking in the mirror, I'm like, okay, I do look a little slimmer. I did a face-to-face, I'll put it here, and my face looks so much slimmer. I don't get as winded anymore going upstairs and stuff like that. Like, it's just slow things like that. My clothes are fitting better. Like, no more like protruding belly over my pants. Like, it's feeling comfortable. So, overall, I'm feeling good. I truly cannot complain about this process at all. Like, I've been watching videos on YouTube, I'm in like a Facebook group, and there's people always complaining, and I'm like, geez, I'm actually shocked. Like, I thank God that I don't really have any complications, no acid reflux, anything like that, you know. I'm pretty much good. But that also is a little bit scary for me because pretty much everything I eat, I can have, no problem. It's just I can't have a lot of stuff. So it just makes me feel like I have to have a lot more willpower than I thought. So that makes me scared. So those are all the questions. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else for my post-op appointment. My doctor said I'm doing great. According to him, I've lost 21 pounds from when he last saw me last week. And then, so that's 21 pounds in a month. Not bad at all. And yeah, he told me that I can start going to the gym. Well, that I should start going to the gym. He encouraged me. So now I just kind of need to figure out a schedule, and figure out what I'm going to actually do when I get to the gym. So there's also that. But other than that, 10 out of 10, recommend. I was a little worried in the hospital because I did puke a little bit, but after that, it's been fine. I've been going out to eat with friends still. It's not awkward because I pretty much let everybody know that I had the surgery. So it's not like, yo, why are you only eating one chicken wing right now or something? Or why are you not drinking alcohol right now? Because they know that I usually would. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think there's anything else, but I do hope you found this video helpful. If you have any more questions, please don't hesitate to comment below. Actually comment saying hello. I want to make friends. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Follow me on Instagram. I pretty much post on there every day what I'm eating throughout the day. And then also follow me on TikTok. I'm trying to create more VSG content over there. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next week with another video. Thank you.